We're joined right now by independent researcher Carlo De Michele and our editor-at-large from San Francisco, Corey Johnson. And Carlo, let's start with you. You've been unearthing here a black market of fake Twitter accounts. What's going on? What are they? How did you find them?
All right, so there are a few markets online where you can actually buy fake followers, and myself and Andrea Stroppa have analyzed this market. We found out there are about 20 million fake follows on sale right now, and that's different accounts. So that means you can actually go online right now and buy hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of fake followers for your account.
Hey, I could use a few. How much do they cost, Carlo?
They're actually pretty cheap. You can buy high-quality fake followers for around $18 for 1,000 followers. I'm sorry,
$18 for 1,000 followers. And they're high quality, but the higher quality ones cost even more. And what makes a fake follower of quality or not so much quality?
Well, high-quality fake followers actually have complete profiles, which means you can't really tell the difference between a fake profile and a real one following you. Low-quality ones instead have empty profiles, they don't tweet a lot, they don't retweet, so they're really easy to spot.
Yeah, Corey Johnson with us as well. Corey, this speaks to sort of the distrust of social media that is in the news today. Twitter not involved with all going on across the nation. I mean, fake followers. I've got like 38,000 followers or whatever it is. I think about 40,000 of them are fake.
Now we know.
Exactly. How big a deal is this, Corey?
Well, so we know that there's overlap. We know that fundamentally it's going to be about business, right? It's going to be about the ability of Twitter to sell something for more than it costs, and the size of the audience and the quality of the audience measurement, you know, that's what it fundamentally comes down to. So 4% is probably not ultimately that big a number. We know the Facebook numbers are even bigger than that.
Yeah, well, that's where I wanted to go, Corey. This is critical. Corey, this is absolutely critical and goes through Facebook going from 29 to 23. I know personally that most of my Facebook followers are foreign. They're not engaged in what we're doing here. How real are the Facebook likes?
Are you including me in that, Tom?
I don't know.
Me among your fake followers?
I am fascinated by the stock performance of Facebook and this idea of who's really out there.
I follow your every word, just to be clear. But I think what's important here is that whenever media, what I seem to be seeing over the course of the last, call it 15 years, the more that media audiences are measured, the less value advertisers attach to that, which sort of flies in the face of this notion of having a really discrete audience, targeted advertising just for the right person, that would actually raise CPMs. It seems to be shrinking CPMs. So it's interesting in that respect. But what I'll also say is if the number is 4%, if the number is 6%, that's a much tighter audience than, say, daytime television, when the TV might be on but no one's home.
Yeah, it's a good point, Corey. Back to Carlo for a moment. I'm just curious, how do you know who's real, who's not on Twitter?
It's really hard to tell. And there are a few websites that will tell you how many fake followers you have, but in the end, it turns out you really can't tell if a user just signed up for Twitter and followed you, or if someone's actually just a fake account following you because you paid for it. So it's really hard to tell. I noticed you mentioned Facebook as well, and the Facebook market, we're actually studying that right now, and that's even more complicated because Facebook has privacy issues, so you can close up a profile and you can't really tell if it's a fake or not. Really plus on Facebook, it's really expensive to make fake profiles because on Twitter you only have captchas to beat. Those are those strange words you have to type in. Those are really cheap to beat. You can buy captcha breakers easily. Instead, on Facebook, you have phone numbers, which play another role.
Really, really interesting stuff. Hopefully all my followers are real. Thanks so much for joining us, Carlo and Corey.